Good. My nose ring wants to be weird. Good morning, everybody. It's Dice. Today I'm gonna do a Dragon Federation lore and story review. There really isn't much to go over. Most of what they went over on lore and story on Monday was that it was about the team in regards to the mobile app AR testing. So very sneakily and quietly, I shouldn't say sneakily, very quietly it was announced on the official webpage that mobile app and the VR systems were being released in 2024. Now obviously that's an estimated time of arrival. They have the right to change that timeline should something come up during development that would obviously postpone or delay that. But the goal is to have the mobile app and the VR available next year. I can definitely see where the mobile app, because that's what I'm able to test, will be coming out next year sometime. So the current app testing timeline is that they're trying to do a 7-day accelerated test to make sure that the fetus goes through all stages of its life cycle. So they want to like speed that all up into 7 days. And then based on that feedback, there may be another 7-day test, or they'll be entering into beta. And then there was an announcement that a series of lore emails would be incoming. Those have not been released. It sounds like it's a couple weeks worth of emails that would be coming out that kind of explains who Dragon Federation is, the lore, a little bit about the dragons, a little bit about the team. And then there was a little teaser, which of course, again, they always reserve the right to... I'm tired. They reserve the right to change any timelines that they suggest, but their goal is likely later in the year of 2024 to release a few more dragon breeds, which those of us who've been around for more than a few years are very, very excited for. Some of us have already pre-ordered a different species or a different breed. We know that the goal of the pygmy is to be more price point friendly, but it's only going to be a digital product, so you don't get a physical product with it. And that's to help keep the price down. So one of the most common complaints I've been hearing on the server is, for people who haven't already ordered, is how expensive it is. I'm a mom of a special needs child and I work 2 jobs. Trust me, I understand how expensive everything is. So, yeah, when your kid's medication costs more than your paycheck. I get it. I get the price. I get why everybody's upset about the price. It's a thing. I don't set the price. Companies gotta make money. This whole project goes dead in the water. I'm not saying anybody has to like the price if they don't like it, but it is what it is. So one of the main goals was to deliver an option called a pygmy dragon. So this is a unique species dragon that is just a digital item. That's to keep it in the $20 price range. And it'll only be digital. We've already had people complaining that they want a physical egg with it. And I mean, the goal, again, was to keep the price down as low as possible. So those pygmy dragons will just be digital items. And where that goes from there, it hasn't been released. But there are plans for a much cheaper digital product. We hit our 300 member milestone. Woot woot. That's a pretty big deal. Samson and I have a project of trying to get 500 in. we were at like 4 something on the old server, but with the switch, we noticed that quite a few people either had lost interest or no longer were using their Discord or even accessing Discord. So it was kind of sad to lose members, but we wanted to make sure that we're currently having people who are still actually interested in this and not just getting a bunch of annoying pings. So very excited about hitting that 300 member mark. Samson and I were talking about doing something fun to try and encourage membership up to the 500 mark, but we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, that was kind of lore and story. Didn't really have any lore and story in it, which usually it does. Sometimes lore and story is just, you know, the teams had their nose to the grindstone. We don't have any lore to reveal, and so it's just an update of where the project is. So that's pretty exciting. Samson has worked with a t-shirt vendor or a supplier where we will be able to make those Dragon Federation themed t-shirts and hoodies. There were a couple different styles already made, and so we're just waiting to get a link from the website up. The only problem is that the Wix website, which is how Dragon Federation made their website, is through Wix. It's acting really weird, and it's not letting Samson input like a cheaper shipping. It's trying to treat the shipping like it's one of our 10-pound eggs. We don't want to charge anyone like $60 to ship a shirt, right? So we haven't been able to get that link up. I've been getting a lot of feedback from the community. This isn't a lore and story, but while I'm on video, I might as well address it. There are a lot of requests for people to join the tester group. So here's the facts. The tester group has limited seating for Android devices, and it has limited seating for iOS devices. Android devices had already filled up a while ago, which is why we were telling people for a while that we were not accepting any new signups. Then Samson and I talked about it, and we talked about potentially removing people who signed up to be testers but have not participated in the Discord channel or on the feedback form. So there's a few things that are really important to understand. So the tester sign up does require you to have a Gmail. The reason why is because Google Forms requires you to sign in to a Gmail account and use that Gmail email to fill out the form, because we don't want people repeatedly filling out the form when they feel like they've signed up once, but it's not moving fast enough or whatever, and so they fill it up 8 or 9 times. The goal of the testing group is to help our developers. When I'm spending 40 hours a week assisting testers, then we're really missing the mark on what the point of our test group was. Reminder, I don't get paid for my Discord time. It's full volunteer time. So I've done my best to set up written instructions that you can read. I filled out an FAQ. So we decided to make the tester sign up available again because we never filled up our iOS seats. But this has caused a lot of confusion. As I understand it, yesterday there was a bug with the form where it was not letting people who have bought eggs since August sign up. I did request Samson to resolve that, and then he told me last night at like 11 or 12 that he had fixed that, which is great. So people should be able to sign up again, but I'm getting a lot of people complaining about they don't want to use their Google email or they don't want to create a Gmail. I understand, but because of the limitations of the form, we have to require that Gmail. Once you get past that point, you can enter the email that you use for your Android or iOS Play Store. From there, after you've signed up, even if you are a VIP member, because all VIP is doing is guaranteeing you a seat out of the I think it's a limit of 140 per turn, per device. So all VIP does is guarantee you a spot. If you are not participating or taking part, you can be removed from the program. I do my best to be as active as possible in Discord so that I can answer people's questions and I can assist them, but the testing is for the development team. This is not early access. It is testing. It is buggy. Things don't work. They fix one thing and then things break. That's how development works. So you've got to fill out the Google form. We have an intake process where every 2 weeks we go through that form. So if you choose to wait until for a month to sign up and you want to come at me about you paid for VIP, I understand you paid for VIP, but it does require you to take part. You are going to have to fill out the form. We'll get you in, and then you're going to have to go on to Discord and you're going to have to follow the step-by-step instructions. I'm not trying to be mean. Everything's written there. I have a few of you that are very frustrated with me, saying that you can't participate, and I don't understand why. And when I ask you clarifying questions and you don't respond, I can't help you. So you need to fill out the form. Once you filled out the form, we'll do an intake process. Once we've done the intake process, and it can take 2 weeks. Once we've done our intake process, then you can go into the tester section in Discord and follow the setup process. In the tester section, I try to mark down the date of when our next intake process is. I've provided a link to double check if your device is even AR Core enabled, which is a requirement to be a mobile tester. If your device is not AR Core enabled, I don't have any way to help you. And AR Core enabling is not something Dragon Federation does. We don't design the phones. You need to contact the maker of your phone on how to do that. Currently, the team is working on Android and iOS mobile devices. So for those of you who are wanting to test on tablet, we are not... we haven't been focusing on that, so you might have a worse experience than the mobile app testers. That's up to you, and I'm just trying to make you aware if that's something you want to do. And then I do my best to help guide people on how to fill out the feedback form for the developers in a way that's productive. If you are unable to access something, open a ticket on Discord, let me know so that I can resolve it and do my best to assist you, because I do want to help you. I'm not saying I won't help you. I'm just saying that if you refuse to work with me, I'm not a mind reader. I can't go in and read your mind. I can't hack systems and make things do things. That's way outside of my abilities. And so that's kind of my soapbox about the testing. Sorry you guys had to listen to that. And then my review of Lauren's story. There wasn't really much to go on. I'm very excited about the 2024 release announcement that happened over the Black Friday Thanksgiving sale. And I hope to see you all next time. Thanks so much.